It's like princess is going horse riding style. I tried, okay? Bonjour fragrance lovers, this is Clemence. I talk about fragrance and welcome back. We talk about royals wearing fragrances. If you want like a specific video on a specific country, type of celebrities, actors, singer, whatever, let me know in the comment right now and I will consider to do a video on it. If you like my video in general, don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell button. It's free and it makes me happy. First of all, we're going to the UK and of course we're gonna start by the Queen Elizabeth II. She does wear, and she wore actually for her wedding, White Rose by Floris. I actually have this fragrance, I think. It's a crispy floral smell. One of the fragrances I consider of wearing with Bouquet de la Reine from Floris to wear on a wedding day. For me, you need to smell like very classic, pure kind of style. Well, that's my idea of wedding, but I love white roses and I'm not usually fan of roses, but this one is a white one, so it's not that pink sweet scent. It's really like a very extremely natural smell, just like you smell it out of the flower. Key to elegance for me is to be not complicated and elegant. That's elegance for me. When you're shouting and very screaming with your fragrance, then it doesn't go to the category of elegant to me. She was also said to wear Guerlain L'Heure Bleue, which is such a classic. A little bit more opulent for this one. For the Jubilee of the Queen, Platinum 22 created by Floris. So you're gonna see actually a lot of Floris. In the UK, it's one of the brands that actually do bespoke fragrance for royals. They always smell very classy, meticulously done. Platinum 22 was created for the Jubilee of the Queen. I don't know if she wore it yet, but I know she smelled it. Do you know this slightly ambery tone, but it smells like a velvety scarf? Would wear like someone that likes ambery fragrance, but still want to be very elegant, not really going to the sexy. See what I mean? That's the vibe. Let's talk about Prince Charles. So Prince Charles was actually wearing a green Irish thread from Creed. It's funny because in the last celebrities video, like there was a lot of like Creed, like if you want to be a celebrity, just buy some Creed, you know. Really, they're timeless, they're elegant and not too opulent, and for me that's really a quality of elegance. He also does wear Floris for men. Do you think that Floris created bespoke fragrance for him? Because you know you can go into Floris, it's still you can do that yourself, but you need a little bit of money in the background. But you have a seat with the perfumer and you know like she guides you through created your own fragrance, and you can sit in a library of fragrance and you can refill whenever you want, which is amazing. This is Prince Edward, the Earl of Wessex. This is the younger child of Queen Elizabeth II, and he did wear Guerlain fragrances. I don't know which one. Personalized fragrances, which is very annoying because like how I'm supposed to do a video with like bespoke fragrances. Thank you. Let's talk about Princess Anne now. She's the only daughter of Elizabeth and she wore Calèche Hermès. Again, a very timeless, iconic. I've got a style of an Hermès woman right now, I think.
Nope.
How about Princess Diana? I don't know if you watched the Crown, but honestly I was devastated. I knew the story. It's just so sad. For people that are the age of my parents are around like 50, 55 or something like that. When they talk about Lady Di, it's like they were friends. It's like she was the friends of everyone. I think like everyone was attached to her. Anyway, she wore Aubigan Quelques Fleurs, which is a very elegant fragrance. Penhaligon's Bluebell, again like flowery, delicate. And Diorissimo. I love Diorissimo, guys. It's one of the vintage, you can still buy it. It's a pure scent of Lily of the Valley. Personally, I absolutely adore it. It's quite opulent, you know. It's got an amazing sillage. You need to enjoy vintage fragrance, but it's beautiful. And she also wear Lanvin Arpège, born around this era of Number 5, Shalimar, those things. And it's a much more darker and much more opulent version. The flowers are stronger, deeper and richer. Let's talk about the children of Lady Di now. Let's start by Prince William. Apparently he said that he's wearing Ralph Ralph Lauren Polo cologne. I've seen somewhere that he used to wear polo green. You can buy that yourself. It's not very fancy, but it smells like clean. He does also wear Penhaligon's Blenheim Bouquet, which was the first fragrance of Penhaligon's iconic UK scent to me, especially because there's the presence of lavender, so it smells slightly barbershop-like, very fizzy and fresh at the same time. It's such a classic. I really need this iconic scent. Casual and also classy vibe compared to Harry.
Took myself and Prince Harry to the North Pole
Oh,
last
did
time
you?
round.
Oh, did you? That was brave.
Share a tent with him, Brandy. That's incredibly brave.
Harry that always been a little bit different. I've seen the fragrance and I was like, what? He wear Davidoff Cool Water, so the guy is a little bit more chill. He also wear Terre d'Hermès, which I'm very happy about. I think just by the fragrance you can tell like Harry is a little bit more relaxed than William. Talking about Meghan, the happy wife. There's a lot of drama going on with Meghan, isn't it? I've seen a lot of TikTok actually about Meghan like trying to control Harry, but I'm not too sure because you know people take TikTok and video and they start to create a story around it. I don't know. Like royals have a thing to marry actress. It's funny. She said that she actually wear a lot of perfume, so she has all my respects for that. She said, fragrance is my favorite thing, so much that if I leave the house and I don't put any on, I'll turn around and go back home. She does wear Côte d'Azur Eau de Parfum by Ori, but I have no idea what it is. She wear a lot of Jo Malone fragrance, especially White Bluebell, Wood Sage and Sea Salt. I love Wood Sage and Sea Salt. It makes me think of the seaside from Brittany, you know, like a wild mineral. For a wedding day, florist created a bespoke fragrance for her. Perfumer said that it smelled slightly Mediterranean with citrus notes. Talk about the wife of William, Kate Middleton, icon of fashion. I love her outfit. The Duchess of Cambridge is wearing Jo Malone Orange Blossom Cologne. For a wedding, she wore Illuminium's white gardenia petals. I have no clue what it is, but a gardenia is always good for a wedding. The scent of queens to me, very pure. I don't know if you know, by the way, gardenia is a mute flower. You can't have the scent of a gardenia just by extracting the oil. You have to replicate it. So the scent of gardenia is like for every perfume houses is unique. We didn't talk about Princess Margaret. In The Crown, she's so cool, no? So cool, but sad as well. Younger sister of the Queen, she is wearing fragrances like Oscar de la Renta, especially Volupté. It's got a lot of character. I think it's a little bit more rebel and sexy, which goes a bit with the image of Margaret back in the days, isn't it? Duchess of Windsor now, which is Wallis Simpson. She used to be married to Duke of Windsor. By the way, guys, just a little thing. People like are surprised when I use the present for someone that passed away. Like I'm talking about the fragrance that they actually wear. Like it's just like I don't use the past tense because it's the video, like I talk about it like it's the present time. Also, I'm not English, I'm French, so sometimes my English is not the best. Before like criticizing and be like, oh, you don't know that David Bowie passed away. Well, thank you, it's one of my favorite singers, like, you know. Thank you. So, Duchess of Windsor, she used to wear Youth Dew by Estée Lauder. Even me that love vintage fragrance, Youth Dew, I could never get on with it. We stay in the UK, we finished by Queen Elizabeth I, and I found somewhere that he was saying that she was wearing Kiehl's musk, and then I was confused because as far as I know, the house that was created in 1851, I don't think Queen Elizabeth was there at this time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they wanted to say she was just wearing musk, which is a bit worrying. Like, oh my god. Like if I'm talking about the UK, I have to talk about Queen Victoria. She used to wear Floris, and also she used to wear Creed Fleur de Bulgarie. Every time they talk about Creed now, I'm suspicious. You don't know when Creed was really created now, like it's so controversial. We are going to Monaco now with Grace Kelly. So she was an American movie star and she married the Prince Rainier III in 1956. Again, an actress. Ooh. But she was wearing bespoke fragrances created by the House of Creed, apparently. One that is called Fleurissimo, later loved by Jackie Kennedy, actually. Children now, we have Princess Stephanie de Monaco, the youngest daughter of Prince Rainier, a bit the rebel of the family. Stephanie was actually a singer in the 80s. I don't know if she still sings, but you know, like it's quite funny, you know. She always goes apparently for Chanel, especially Allure. It's such a beautiful fragrance. Everybody forget about Allure, but I can tell you that if you try, you're not going to be disappointed. Like more fruity, juicy, and at the end, there's something a little bit warmer. I think it's a little bit more sexier. How about the Prince Rainier? What he was wearing Guerlain Habit Rouge. What a beautiful fragrance for men. I still love it on men. I think it's very, very elegant and you can't go wrong with Habit Rouge. Caroline de Monaco now is the eldest child of Prince Rainier III and the daughter of Grace Kelly. She used to wear Fracas by Robert Piguet. If you don't know, Fracas, it's like a heavy tuberous fragrance. So wow, in Monaco they were a little bit more loud than in the UK. Let's go to Spain now. I make you travel a little bit. I have King Juan Carlos I, the King of Spain since 1975, and I've got no idea how you say that, in 2014. And he was wearing Antonio Puig Corum. I think you say Puig, but I'm not too sure. And I don't know what this fragrance is, but it looks very vintage. Prince Felipe of Spain. Actually, you know what I found? Some magazine told that he was one of the sexiest men in Europe. He was a little bit more casual, wearing dark blue by Hugo Boss, so a very simple fragrance. That's what sexy man wears. Letizia of Spain, the queen. She's the wife of King Felipe VI. She does wear Thé Vert by Bulgari. Love the line of Thé Vert, it's very underrated. And she also wears Eau du Soir by Sisley, so it's a perfect combo. You can use the Bulgari one for the morning. There's a ghost in there. For the daytime, and then you can use for the evening Eau du Soir, which is for me one of the most sophisticated perfume that ever existed to me. Going to Bulgaria now. Sarah Fernand of Bulgaria that was wearing Guerlain fragrances. So you still have Guerlain. No surprise that it's one of the most well-known fragrance house nowadays. Queen Rania of Jordan. So she's the wife of King Abdullah II. She's wearing Samsara. It does suit her a lot, like, you know, this oriental style, you know. I just think it's super, but at the same time elegant. So like a bit vintage. Let's go a little bit to France. So you might be like, what? You still have royals in France? But we do have like you know, Duchess and things like that, especially because, you know, we have still a lot of castle and there's still a lot of aristocracy in France, so we do have that, like Countess, Duchess, things like that, but we don't have a monarchy anymore, so there's no king, princess and stuff like that anymore. However, let me talk about our history, because it's actually quite funny. So do you know that Louis XIV, he was said to be the sweetest smelling of all, that's it. This guy was actually terrified of bathing. He wore like a fragrance that was chocolate inspired. I didn't know they were gourmand back in the day. We said that Angel was the first gourmand. Maybe not. No, the court at the time was well known, called the perfume court. He used to wear something that he used to call Aqua Angeli, a perfume that he used to spray on clothes. He was not spraying, he was like bathing the clothes in the perfume, you know, like very extreme. You know, if they don't shower, they have to hide it. Never do that. Don't do that. It doesn't work. Imagine the smell between this and the sweat. I was back in the 70th century, okay? We don't do that now. Like, we take shower, okay? The mistress also of Louis XV, Madame du Barry, she was very famous. So they had official mistress, you know. She was executed during the French Revolution. Yeah, because French are savage when it comes to striking and revolution. We love to strike. These scary strikes nowadays, but we don't cut people's head with guillotine, which is good. So she was wearing Aqua Mirabilis, which is the original eau de cologne. It was a mixture between bergamot, neroli, rosemary, everything that smells like aromatic and citrusy smell. Actually, Napoleon Bonaparte was a big fan of the Aqua Mirabilis. Apparently, he was ordering like 50 bottles of cologne a month. When we said that fragrances was really part of our history in France, that's true. It was a thing that said that in France, around the 17th century and some stuff like that, especially in the court, in the perfume court, more than half of the budget was for fragrances, family budget. The priority was real. I hope you enjoyed the video. It makes me talk about like also history and stuff, which I enjoy, and I do like those royal things. So I'm sorry if I did some mistake. I'm not an expert in royalty and stuff like that. I do my best. I'm an expert in fragrance, but I never said I was an expert in those things. Okay, neither in the English language. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here and you want to see more of this. And also thank you for my YouTube community. The link is in the description box. If you want to offer me a coffee or a little bit of money for me to buy a new microphone, that would be well appreciated. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.
Je t'emmène dans mon paradis bleu.